Hi, this is Brian with Kissmetrics. Today is part 2 of our series on testing mistakes that can kill your business. Last week we looked at the first 2 mistakes and talked about a few practical tips to avoid them. Mistake number 1 was optimizing for maximum conversions at the expense of your promise. Mistake number 2 was making it hard for your users to get to your must-have experience. Today we're going to talk about the final 2 mistakes, so let's get going. Mistake number 1, wild goose chases and random tests. Many tests start with a random offhanded comment by a higher up who's barely given any thought into how the results will actually impact your business. When you take a test whatever approach, it keeps you from finding out what actually is preventing conversions. It's more likely that you'll wind up with a pile of inconclusive data that leads you nowhere. The solution is to structure your testing around a core hypothesis. Start by identifying points of confusion of your users in either your hook or the funnel itself. 2 of the best ways to do this is by user testing and surveys. Use the results of these to pinpoint the exact issues. Then create a hypothesis about what changes need to happen to solve these problems. Always start your testing with the same questions. Where are the users confused in the funnel? What's our hypothesis for this test? Is this test likely to impact results? Is this test the best test we can run? Does it make sense to test this in light of what we've learned so far? And how long will it take to learn from this test? These questions will help you refine your testing and make sure you're focusing on optimizations that will actually help your business and not go off on another wild goose chase. Here's an example. DHL focused on imagery and form placement in their landing page A/B test and drove some pretty big results. You'll notice the copy stayed exactly the same. By having a hypothesis around where the page could be improved, they were able to focus on the elements they thought would be the most likely to move the needle, and they did. Mistake number 2, micro-focus testing. It's easy to think of testing and immediately go to button color and copy test. These are the tests you hear about all the time. The problem with micro-optimizations are they can go on for months, and in the process, you leave piles of money on the table by neglecting the bigger wins. Micro tests are great for incremental improvements over time, but in the process, it's easy to become distracted and neglect the more fundamental components of your funnel. The solution is to take a broader and macro view of your optimization strategy. Test and optimize everything, from your business model to your method for delivering your must-have experience. This will help you find the upside that will make a difference. When you create your testing plan, step back and look at the big picture. Ask what test results you can run that will give you ideas on how to improve the performance of your business. How quickly can you get someone to the must-have experience? How can you change the user flow and funnels to reduce friction and improve the rate of visitors to users? Once you've identified those broader tests, start to drill down to smaller optimizations around landing pages and their elements. For example, Smartsheet focused on optimizing their pricing and products page by testing new products that didn't even exist yet. By understanding what features their customers really wanted, and by thinking of optimizations at a broader level, they were able to get a massive increase in conversions. They did this by stripping away the extra features in their monthly plan and adding a new yearly product that only included those same core features. After doing this and putting it right beside the fully featured yearly plan, the one they actually wanted people to buy, signups for the fully featured yearly plan went up from 40% to 96%. So let's wrap this all up. Testing is crucial, but you have to approach testing in the right way. Focus on tests that deliver on your core promise so that your customers will be happy and they'll tell their friends about you. Optimize your funnels to get your users as quick as possible to your must-have experience. And be rigorous. Test broadly to make sure you don't become too narrowly focused. All right, that's it for this week. Until next time, happy analyticing.